Exhibition and Conference Centre, to give it its full name. And here we are stood in front of the sign for this year's conference. You can see here we have inside the 2017. It's actually part of the logo, I don't know if you can see there, we have on our cards, that they're using for the conference. And we have all these different multicoloured circles that are interlaced over each other to show interconnectedness. Yeah, I'll grab that. And kind of a lattice work is what they say, so it's quite interesting. And also, they don't actually show it on the sign, but the little blue lines on either side, it's actually meant to represent a Chinese character, which I think you could probably talk about better.
Yeah, this sign, it is Chinese character Hu. Means the first character in 互联网. You can say this is in 互联网 is the internet, means internet. So Hu is the first character. So and there are two strokes in traditional Chinese calligraphy style, and also there are 8 interconnected circles and to form a big circle in different colors to show the connection and the international style.
Yeah, of course, because the internet is all about connection, isn't it? I mean, that's the main point of it, so that we can all be connected together. And also, where we are now in Wuzhen, this kind of lattice work effect is similar to the way the town's laid out, because there's lots of canals, and it looks a little like a lattice work as well. So we've got both those things going on there.
Yes.
And also the blue.
This is Wuzhen blue, and also you can call it internet blue. So it is very special, and when we are talking about the blue, maybe we can see something there. 2 very beautiful ladies, and they are the volunteers for this summit. And let's say it is exactly the color of their clothes. So very beautiful, and also you can see there's a sign here.
Go again.
Yeah, and a traditional Chinese knot, I think. And could you 您好，请问可以就是展示一下里面的非常漂亮的裙子吗？ I am asking them to show their beautiful dress. So, okay.
You're saying this is traditional, it's kind of a traditional dress, type of dress?
Yeah, it is a combination of traditional Chinese style and with modernity, I think, because it is not exactly the traditional Chinese way, but with so many Chinese elements there. So let's say, let's find out what are they. 你好，请问这边是什么？就是看这。就是整个图案呢。Okay, I'm asking what are they here. They say this is pony, a kind of flower, and you can see here. It is just like like the roof of traditional Chinese buildings. So, have you ever seen this kind of traditional clothes before?
It looks a little like you say, it kind of looks a little like what you see in pictures and things from traditional Chinese clothing,
yes.
But it's been updated a little, hasn't it? I think you were saying as well that the dress at the bottom is meant to represent water as well, I think?
Yeah, and the blue is internet blue, right?
Same blue.
Yeah, same blue again, and the dress just like the wave of water, because there are so many streams and rivers here, and we also have a part of Grand Canal.
Grand Canal.
Yeah, thank you. And also, I think the volunteers are picked from
University students?
Yeah, from university students.
I think we found out there's 1,200, I think, volunteers here, and they're all university students. Was it 8,000? I think there was a short list of 8,000 that they were whittled down from. So lots of people applied to work, to volunteer to help out here, and only 1,200 were picked. So thank you very much.
Thank you. See you then.
So,
and now I think maybe we can show around the exhibition hall a little. So, Greg, do you have anything to introduce to our audiences?
Well, this I did a little bit of reading about this building, because this entire site is actually quite huge. It's about 81,000 square meters, and I think it opened last year because it was actually built specifically for the internet conference.
Yes.
There we go. And the architect of this building was actually the first Chinese architect to ever win the Pritzker Prize, I believe it's called, which is kind of like the Nobel Prize for architecture.
Yes.
So he's a really, you know, well recognized and renowned architect. And you can really see in the building, especially I think later on we're going to pop outside and have a look at the outside. It's really fascinating, especially from the outside. So.
And also here, maybe you can turn around the camera to show here. Yes, this is the schedule for the summit. And there are many conference halls, conference rooms for different sessions. And also look at there, it is also blue sky, internet blue, I mean. So very beautiful and very natural. Maybe we can just go outside.
Yeah, we could probably head outside, I think now.
Yeah.
There's lots of conference halls and things inside here. But we would show you around, but I think they all look much the same because they're designed for people to just sit there and listen to lectures and things. So the really interesting part is outside.
Yeah, and very beautiful, I think. Yeah. It is, you know, we always work in Beijing, and the scenery here is quite different from everything from Beijing. Yeah, so very beautiful. So just let's go outside.
Let's head outside. Yeah. See if we can go around the side. Go through there?
Where can we?
Maybe we can just walk through.
Yeah.
Just exit. Find a way to exit.
Yeah. We're trying to.
Just go this way.
Oh, okay, this way.
Yeah. We found a way.
It is very large here, so we could hardly find our ways sometimes.
Well, we've only just arrived, so we're still finding our own way, right?
Actually, it is winter now, but it just looks like autumn in Wuzhen. So very beautiful here, and if we go through...
Yeah, we'll head over here and we can see some of the design of the building.
And also you can see this big hall.
You can see from the inside here as well. You'll be able to see it from the outside in a moment, but it's... the design of the building is kind of lots of roofs stacked on top of each other, and using traditional tile as well, like you'll see all over Wuzhen. It's the same kind of architecture, but on a grander scale. So maybe if we can walk outside, we can show you from the other side. And yes, you were saying about the weather. I mean, if we were in Beijing right now, I'd have to have a hat on and gloves, and it's cool, but it's nowhere near as cold as it is back in Beijing, that's for sure.
Actually, before I arrived here, I'm worrying about the weather and about everything here. If it is so cold, but actually it is a kind of comfortable weather. So, yes.
Go from the different angle there.
Yeah.
And you can see a little bit of the water behind as
and
well.
Also the tiles, the traditional tiles.
Yeah, you can see some of the tiles over here. Yeah.
They call it blue tiles, but it is more like grey or black tiles, right?
It's more kind of grey.
It's that it has millions of tiles used here.
Yeah, that's apparently 2.6, I think, something like that. 2.6 million tiles they use.
Yeah.
And you'll be able to see as we head out just the scale of it. Like I say, it's a roof on a roof on a roof.
Yeah.
It's quite a fascinating design.
It looks like a traditional Chinese painting.
Oh, yeah,
we are walking through a painting, very beautiful painting. Yeah.
And as we were saying, I mean, earlier, you look out here now and the trees have all got leaves on the trees still. Yeah. We're walking around Beijing at this time of year and all the leaves have gone. Just shows the difference.
But it is not the best season to visit here.
No.
But I think it is a good choice, actually.
It's very nice. It's still very nice.
Yeah.
And here we can see, I think we can probably see the roof.
Oh,
there.
here.
Yeah. You can see from the side as well.
There.
The way that it's stacked on top of each other. Which is it's a really unique design, I think, to do.
Yes.
To do something like that.
Artistic
you
design.
can see that he's taken because I mean, we were just driving earlier past some of the buildings in Wuzhen, and they're very similar, look very similar, but kind of on one level, and it's almost like he's taken one of those buildings and kept putting them on top of each other to create this exhibition space. Well, this is the conference center, and the exhibition space is over there.
Actually, it is the opening ceremony of Light of Internet conference. So, but it has ended.
Yeah, the opening ceremony is
maybe we can just go around here, because there's waters and tiles and everything very beautiful here.
And as I was saying, this is behind there is the exhibition halls, don't they? They're also having an exhibition that's running at the same time. Is it Light of the Internet, I think it's called?
Yeah, Light of the Internet.
And there's lots of companies from all over China that
the Light of Internet Expo.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. And there are many innovative companies, and they bring the most advanced technology and products here. So you can see there are some very big companies like Alibaba, Baidu, and maybe Huawei. Xiaomi.
And of course, like sharing economy, like Ofo and Mobike, those kind of companies are here as well. So all the internet connectedness, on show.
And look at there, you can see there are so many halls, and different companies are different in different halls.
Yeah. And they obviously the architects used a different design there as well. This is more kind of, I think they're kind of steel wires or something that's been used on the outside there.
Yeah.
It's quite interesting. Oh, here we are. We can see.
How about this? Yeah.
Quite a nice view of the building. And I'm not sure, but I think here we have in the corner one of these shopping supermarket.
Yeah.
But that you don't have to actually. You don't have to pay, if you know what I mean. You just use your phone.
You have to pay, but there's no staff there.
Cash.
No cash. And there's no staff.
Yeah.
Maybe you just go in and get what you need and leave. And it's
automatic.
It paid automatically.
Because I know this is something that they're talking about. I think a few of these have already opened. I think there might be a couple in Beijing. I'm not sure. I've read something about it.
There's something in Beijing.
And it certainly does seem like, the way of shopping of the future. I mean, if you're not going to shop online, then why not have kind of almost the online experience, but in a store? So you can just walk in, pick the thing up, and then walk straight out.
Right.
Yeah. So it's another example of the kind of technology that's on show. Yeah.
Okay. Maybe we can just go there to find some big companies and to show what they have.
Have a walk through. Sure.
Yeah.
I think they have to go round the side.
Yeah.
Here,
Look at there, and it is natural scenery, right? And here it is a kind of modern architecture, but over there is a small pond and little bridges. Actually, there are, I think, more than 80 bridges, stone bridges in Wuzhen.
Wow.
So maybe later we can just visit some very beautiful bridges.
Yeah, and we'll be able to show some of the original ones. That obviously has been built to kind of reflect that original architecture. Hasn't it?
So it's a combination
of the old and the new.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not sure if can we get round here? Like we said, we've only just arrived, so we're still finding our way around.
Yeah, maybe we can go this way. Yeah. Let's see. How about just go this way? Because I think it is very beautiful here.
Wooden ceiling here.
Yes.
And it's only, I think, only about a year old, this building, so it's quite new still.
Yeah.
Should we say, for anyone who's just joining us?
Yeah, for those friends who just joined us, we are reporters from China Daily, and we are in Wuzhen. It is the 4th World Internet Conference.
And this is the conference center, and we're just going to walk through to the exhibition space over the other side. So it's a little bit of a walk.
Yeah.
We'll try and go as fast as we can. But yeah, this was built last year. This whole for the 3rd Internet conference.
Wuzhen is the permanent venue of the World Internet Conference, so we probably will meet you every year at this almost the same season. So you can just see the beautiful scenery of Wuzhen and all the buildings and people, and
be able to see how it changes, because
yeah,
maybe they'll develop different things, and
yeah.
obviously different companies and things will be here as well, because they always have I think the exposition always runs alongside. So.
Yeah, and since it is the internet era, so everything develops so quickly.
Absolutely.
And
yeah.
every year there are so many new products and new technologies, and we need to go there just find out what are they and what things has changed.
Maybe we can just take another quick look of the building again, because we were talking earlier about how it uses 2.6 million tiles, I think it is. So and you can really see here, how many tiles have been used in that roof. It's amazing, really.
And also the black, the white, they are the colors of Wuzhen.
Yeah, the internet blue, isn't it? They call it. And
they combine the colors of Wuzhen, like the white and the black, with internet blue. So it is the old and the new, the traditional one and the modern one.
Of course, and even though it doesn't look very blue, I mean, water traditionally is drawn as blue, so you've got kind of the blue there in the water as well. So.
Yes, and this you can say, for those who just joined us, there is a supermarket, and you can go through and go in there and get what you need, and there's no staff.
Yeah, you just scan your phone, I think, and it's
I think
a QR code or
you
something.
can just go outside and it's paid automatically.
We might have to try that out later to see.
Yeah,
maybe we can buy lunch from there. Yeah. So we're just walking through now to the exhibition space where we expo Light of the Internet.
Light of the Internet Expo. And also, because it is very large here, and you can also find some places to sell coffee and maybe sandwich. And there are some special plants here, trees here. Actually, Wuzhen is a small town in Tongxiang city. Tongxiang in Chinese means 梧桐之乡. So it means the hometown of phoenix trees.
Okay.
Okay. So there are many phoenix trees there, but I think they are not.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
But they are very nice trees.
Yeah, very beautiful trees.
Some great landscaping, definitely. So it's and I'm just amazed at how green everything still is as well.
Yeah.
Like we were saying earlier, we're just used to everything being brown and bare in Beijing at the moment. All the leaves have fallen off, and it definitely feels like winter is already here. But here, it still feels like autumn.
So you can see there are many connections between buildings. So it is also a reflection of how internet connected people from all around the world.
And again, for people, anyone that's just joining us, we were talking about the logo of because we were looking at that earlier. And one of the points of the logo is that it's lots of interconnected circles. So that's kind of a theme that's running through, isn't it? Like you were saying, everything's interconnected, just like the internet.
Yeah. Also, there are so many bridges in Wuzhen, so it is a kind of traditional. It is kind of connection, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think it's going to get a little bit louder now because we're heading into the expo space.
Mainly, maybe later you will watch everything and we will introduce you about some of them.
Sure.
Now, how about this one? This OFO,
I think
right?
everybody knows this one.
Yeah.
Everybody's seen the bikes.
So did you use OFO?
Yes, I've used both this and Mobike in Beijing. So really, it's one of the things that amazed me when I first came to China, because it's the kind of thing that I'd never experienced before. This whole shared bikes and sharing economy. It's really taking off at the minute, isn't it? So.
Sorry, that's all right. So the digital economy is changing fast and developing very fast.
Yeah, and of course China's now exporting models like this to the world. I think OFO and Mobike OFO and Mobike are both now gone international. They've gone global and they're in other countries around the world. Here we have Mobike, speaking of Mobike.
We have Mobike here. And I noticed yesterday after we arrived here, there are many Mobikes and OFOs in this little town. So you may just take one and travel around.
Have a look around.
Yeah.
Should we carry on through?
We can just go. And there are some internet schools. They provide internet courses for English learning and also for other languages. Also maybe Chinese, math, scientific courses.
Apologies for the noise.
Yeah.
There we go. It's a little quieter out here, so you might be able to hear us a little better.
Should we go this way or there?
We could maybe have another look through here.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like there's so many loudspeakers in this hall, but let's find out.
So you can see there are volunteers everywhere.
Yes, we were saying earlier, there are 1,200 volunteers.
Yeah.
And I think there was whittled down from 8,000. So 8,000 people applied to help out, and only 1,200 were chosen. They're all they're all university students.
Yes,
That's right. Yeah.
And also, they are not only saying Chinese, English, but some of them also can speak Spanish, German, and other languages.
Wow. So really. Welcome in the world then.
Yeah.
And they're really easy to spot because, as you see, the gentleman just walking past there, they're all wearing this bright blue internet blue. So you're not going to lose them in a crowd. You'll be able to spot them straight away. So.
Yeah, and I like their clothes. So if I were a university student, I probably will participate in the volunteer works.
And who knows? Maybe they even get to keep them. So yeah, we can have a look down into the hall here.
Yeah.
So we have, I think and it says here China Internet Museum.
Yeah.
So this is kind of just a little bit of information about the internet and the ongoing expo, I think.
So this is the exhibition.
And then here's the exhibition.
Yeah, for Alibaba, and this is for Tencent.
These are the really big, everybody's heard of these really
Tycoons.
big.
Yeah, here is Baidu. And also there's Huawei.
Yeah.
If you have any questions, you can ask us, or you can leave a comment,
Sure.
and maybe we will answer
do our best to answer if we can. Sure.
Yes. And if you want to know more about Wuzhen, and later you can stay with us, and we will introduce you more.
Yeah. We will be looking around the town a little more, won't we? And
about the local food.
Seeing some of the traditional food and the customs of the towns.
Yes.
Yeah. This is just we're in the exhibition hall at the moment. So, one of the exhibition halls.
Yeah.
I think there's 5. There's quite a few. I'm not sure.
Not 5. I mean, at least 6.
Oh, okay. Wow.
I already saw the number 6 exhibition hall.
Well, we might not take you around all of them. But
Yeah.
Too much walking.
I think maybe next time you can find out yourself.
Yeah.
You can visit here
have to come
at this
visit.
special
Absolutely.
season.
Of course, we've got some of the big car companies here as well.
Yeah.
And China Telecom. All the big names.
Yeah.
So here we are.
New cars and new technologies. Actually, I'm very interested in AI. Artificial intelligence. I'm trying to find out something.
What is
Hello.
little robots here?
Yeah, maybe we can try to find stuff to ask for more information.
He looks like a
小杜过来，
trash can.
小杜过来。Ah, oh, be careful. Oh, yeah. he's approaching to me because I called him. Its name is trash can. Its name is 小度. So if you see come here 小度, it will come here. Very interesting. Let's try again. Okay, it is very interesting. 小度过来，小度过来. So yeah.
You never have to look for a trash can if you want to throw something away.
You don't need to go there. You just call it, and it comes to you. Yeah. And actually, what is that?
This is our conference service robot, 小远, from Zhejiang Ultra Technology Company. If you have some questions about the conference or Wuzhen, you can ask her.
Really? So if I have some questions, I can ask her. Okay. Do you want to try?
Maybe
let me change the
let me change the language. Right.
Oh, in both Chinese and English.
English, yes.
Hold on a moment.
No problem. This is a robot. Its name is 小远. It will serve for the fourth internet conference, and it will tell you everything about the conference, about Wuzhen, right? And let's try to ask some questions. Can I just ask directly?
Yes.
Yes? Do you have any questions, Greg?
I'm not sure.
You can stand closer.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so it's got
this is camera, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So what should we ask? Should we ask?
How many exhibition halls are here?
And how big is the conference center?
Hello, 小远. No.
Maybe the Wi-Fi signal sometimes is not so good. You can speak louder.
So it uses Wi-Fi, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'll speak louder.
It also has a touch screen, so you don't have to just.
Yes. Tell me something about Wuzhen. No.
Wuzhen, an ancient and charming town, is the typical example of water towns in the south of the Yangtze River. Wuzhen is located in the tropical zone, with the humid monsoon climate. It has 4 distinctive seasons: hot in summer and cold in winter.
Wow, it's
Very detailed.
very detailed. Yeah.
Yeah, and I like this robot. And see you later, 小远. Bye. Thank you. 差不多了.
So there we go.
The theme. Can you hold this?
Yeah, sure. So we were just talking about artificial intelligence, and then we walk out here and see a couple of robots. So there you go. It's quite fascinating to have these kind of. I've read about these before. These kind of service robots. I think police forces sometimes use them as well, just to kind of like speak to people. And I think it's one of the new ways that's going to be adapted more and more to kind of interact with people. So it's nice to be able to interact with one, certainly. Oh, there we go.
Actually, my colleagues told me that there are someone want to know the theme of the conference. So the theme this year is developing digital economy for openness and shared benefits, building a community of common future in cyberspace. With the development of the internet, there are so many advantages and disadvantages, right? There are so many problems. So China now is contribute their Chinese solutions for the global internet governance. So people are here to find some solutions about how to manage the global internet. So this is the theme this year. I hope it can help you, right?
And I think that common future is the important part, like you say, because obviously China's now becoming a massive player in terms of the internet, and it's wanting to reach out to the West and find a way of kind of meshing everything together. That interconnectedness, like we've said.
Yes. And also why we are doing live shows, because we just want you to know everything in China now, because I know there are many people who don't know too much about China, so we are trying to do our best to introduce you about the cities, about the technologies and culture in China.
Absolutely. That's what we hope to do anyway. So if you do have any more questions, please do send them along and we'll see if we can answer them.
Yes.
Maybe if we walk down a bit further.
Yeah.
There's a few more of these exhibition halls here. When we first walked in, I thought there was only 2, but it seems there's a lot more than that.
Yes.
We have...
Maybe we can go there because I see some buildings there.
These are more traditional buildings, aren't they?
Yeah. White.
So you can see the modern architecture, and then through
this angle is very, very special. And here they are the modern the architecture, right? And over there they are very traditional Chinese buildings.
Absolutely. And again, for anyone who might be joining us a little late, we were saying earlier that the architect who designed all this he was the first Chinese architect to win what's known as the Nobel Prize of Architecture. So it's quite a renowned personality who designed this. And whereas back in the exhibition, the conference centre. Back in the conference centre, we had the traditional tiles, like you can see on the roofs here.
There are many tiles.
But here in the exhibition centre, they've used steel wire, I think, as a kind of... Oh, actually, this one has a little bit of the tiles as well. You can see on the end.
Yes. Yes.
So I'm guessing. We read that figure earlier of 2.6 million tiles. I'm guessing that's the entire, not just the one building. I think that's probably over the entire site, because a few of these buildings have the tiles here. You can only imagine how long it must have taken to. So they must have all been laid by hand. And I've never laid tiles myself, but I think it's quite hard.
Yeah, you can look at the tiles, and I think this is all. This is the end of our live show today, and we showed you around the conference center and the exhibition halls, and we introduced you about the traditional Chinese tiles and the modern architecture here. And if you want to know more, you can follow us on China Daily's Twitter, Facebook, and later we will show you
more of Wuzhen,
of
the actual town itself. So you can see some of the canals and things like that.
And I am Xiaoming and
Greg Fountain.
So see you later. Bye bye. Thank you.